Hi there, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can deliver an Act on It push notification using Salesforce Flow. So by push notification, I mean one of these. If I click Fire Test Message on this big deal alert example, we'll see that message arrive via Act on Its inbox here. So how do we deliver these messages to our users and how do we automate these messages using Flow? Before we get started, I'm going to focus on a very common use case here, which is the big deal alert. So that's notifying the manager of a sales professional when they close a huge deal. But if we don't actually have to use Flow for this use case, if you click the Blueprint library, you'll notice that Actonic comes with a number of out-of-the-box use cases that are common across many businesses who use Salesforce that you can choose from just to accelerate your build time. Plus, you could also use Actonic's lightweight, intuitive notification builder here. So you don't have to use Flow. You can bypass the complexity of the backend and create lightweight automations very seamlessly with this tool. But if you have a unique business requirement or you want to integrate push notifications into your existing flows, then this is how you do it. So I've pre-configured a very simple flow here, which is a record triggered flow triggered by the update of an opportunity. And the criteria that has to be met is the stage name must equal closed won, and the amount is greater than 10,000, which is our big deal threshold. And the other thing to note is that we'll need to have it be in an after context, so actions and related records must be selected here. So in order to send a push notification using Actonic, we have to use a packaged action called publish messages. So if you start to type in publish message, you'll see that appear here. And we can give it a name, such as notify manager. And then we can start to configure our action as follows. So the required input field here is a message type developer name. Now the message type, as we saw previously, is this piece of configuration here that's actually done separate to flows, which houses all of the instructions on how this notification will be delivered, the content, the design, the actions that will be available. It's all centralized in this action here. So if we look here, we can see there's a developer name. And if I copy that, that's what we need to paste into our flow because that's instructing Actonic on which message type to use. Now, ordinarily we do that as a constant or a variable of some kind, but I'm just pasting in there for speed. The second input I want to highlight here is that we have the option of passing in an overriding message. Now, the message type actually has a default message, which we can see here. One of your sales professionals has just closed a huge deal, click to view the details, which is fine and suitable. However, it's not very informative and it's not very personalized. So if you want to merge in additional data, such as the owner of the opportunity and the name of the opportunity and the value of that closed deal, you can do that from within your flow. All you need to do is construct a formula that brings all that data together and then pass that into the core message here. But I'm going to skip that for now just for the sake of speed. The other thing that we need to do, of course, is we need to specify who we're going to target with this message. So as I mentioned before, we're notifying the manager. So that's the owner of the opportunities manager. So we have two inputs here. This accepts a list of IDs if you have that available. This accepts a comma separated list of IDs. So you can use either of those, whichever is more, I guess, more accessible to your flow. And when I say IDs, I'm talking about user IDs, role IDs, or group IDs, i.e. QIDs as well, can be passed into here. So I'm going to choose this option and I'm going to pass in the owner's manager. So if I find the triggering record, which is the triggering opportunity, locate the owner lookup and select manager ID, then I've now targeted the manager of the opportunity owner. The next input I'm going to pass is the record ID. I actually want the manager to be able to click through to see the details of the record. So I'm going to pass in the ID of the opportunity as well. And so I'll type in opportunity ID and select that. We have the option of adding a bit of a delay to the send. If we want to specify a certain date time, we can specify that here. But if we leave that blank, it will send immediately when this event takes place, which is fine. And the last thing we need to do is provide a source. So this is really helpful for, I guess, troubleshooting and tracing all of your messages in your reporting back to where they originated for, like I say, troubleshooting or insights. So we recommend that you actually use the name of the flow within that as well. So maybe say flow and then paste in the name of your flow, just so you know exactly where that where that message has come from for future reference. And that's it. If I save that now and then activate, I can then go back to one of our example opportunities. Oh, sorry, that confetti was from earlier, my test message, which you can see here. Now, if I close this, it is a high value deal, just to clarify. If I close, that's a very high value deal. If I close that and click close one and save, in just a moment, we should see a notification appear. And there it is. And we can click through that and navigate to the opportunity. If I also show you behind the scenes, we have a record of all the messages that have been delivered. And we can see this most recent one here. And if I show you the source, we'll see that it's traced back to our flow that we just configured here. So we always are able to trace back all of our messages back to the source. So that's it. That's how you can deliver Act on It push notifications using Flow. If you encounter any challenges or you need any help from us, please do reach out to us at help@overlayapps.com and we'll gladly help you. And thank you very much for watching.